Assistance with this form? No one! Me, myself, and I. Hello everyone, so I'm Angelita.
I'm Xiomari.
And today we're gonna give you guys like a video explaining how to fill out the visa application if you want to go study in South Korea as a exchange student. The first thing you need to know is which consulate office you need to go to. It depends on states and like districts. For example, we live in Puerto Rico, so our consulate is the one in Atlanta, Georgia. So obviously, unless we have a lot of money and we could like pay to go fly out to Atlanta and go to the consulate ourselves, we had to mail out everything. It's really important to make sure that you check the right website because, for example, when we were like looking for information, I ended up on the page of the Singapore consulate and it was different requirements and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, you have to get this, you have to get that. And you just have to really read. The student exchange visa is the D-2 student visa.
Depending on, like at least for like our university, they send us the letter of acceptance. They send us a certificate and a certificate of...
The certificate of admission and the business certificate. So we didn't know if they needed all of that, but the university said in the document, we're sending you all of this for the visa application. So just be safe and send everything. Even if it says only the certificate of admission, send everything.
And make copies so you can like stay with them just in case.
Yeah.
Because like basically everything that we send, they stay with it. They just gave us back
our passport. So you're gonna need to mail out the visa application form,
a valid passport,
a passport photo, which you can get at like Walgreens or Costco, whatever. You just need one. I send them two and they send me back.
The original certificate of admission from the university.
The bank statement or like a payment receipt. For that, I would suggest that you go with a bank statement because I don't know what they really mean by payment receipt.
Yeah, like, I sent a bank statement. You need a transcript or a diploma. You
need a tuberculosis test. So that's important as well, and the visa fee. Also, if you're like, I don't get how this works per se, if non-US citizens, you also have to submit like a valid US permanent residence card or a valid US visa. If that's your situation, you must know. And also, if you're gonna do like research at the university, something like extra, maybe for like science or the science field, you need to have like substantiating documents for the research, a certificate, letter of personal security assurance. Basically, if you're gonna do research, you know what you need.
You go like to the end of the page and they tell you how much you need. We paid $45?
Yeah.
For us, like it was $45, so you just have to, when you go to mail the stuff, you
ask for the money order.
Yeah. You ask for it and then you just mail it with the rest of the stuff.
It's gonna be a little bit more than 45 because of like taxes and stuff.
But again, like you go to the end of the page, and depending on the country you're from, it tells you like how much you have to pay.
Because like for the US, everything, all the visas to Korea are 40 something, like $40 or something like that. Like regardless of the visa type, it's $45 US. If you have any questions while you're filling out the application, there is a section on the page, but sometimes it looks like it's outdated because it says like section something, and when we're doing the application, it's not there, so it's a bit out of date. For the most part, the application is pretty simple. You just need to fill out your personal details. For student exchange, you don't really have to put your national identity number, which would be your social security. They told us that it says out of the page that you don't have to put it, so just don't do it. And if you've ever had any other names or stuff like that, or you're citizens of more than one country, you should know like all that information. You check that and you read it properly. Make sure to read everything. I know that's a little bit
they have like Korean English, so it's a little bit like too much when you see it like all of a sudden. It's like, oh my god, what is it? You just like read.
Take your time. When I was filling it out, I had to get like 5 or 7 copies. Even here, when I left your house, I had to keep taking copies because it kept messing up the application. So it can be something like nerve-wracking. Just try to take your time. This part here for official use only. Don't touch it. Section 2, if it applies to you, you fill it out. It's only for those who possess confirmation of visa issuance issued by the Immigration Office of the Republic of Korea. If that's your case, then you know what to do. That was not our case. Our case is the foreigner that knows nothing and is doing this for the first time.
With no help at all.
Just their minds and friendship. So basically, passport information, if you're just a regular old person, you put regular passport number, all this like basic stuff, just read it with
like all the information that you need to put there, you find in your passport.
It's nothing from another world. And for example, emergency contact information, we put our mom. So it doesn't really have to be someone in Korea. It can be your family member, a friend. Marital status depends on your relationship status. Education, what is the highest degree? So basically for us, we haven't graduated college, so high school diploma. We put the name of our high school, the location of our high school, our current personal circumstances, we're students. The name of our university, the address, our position or course. We are about to start our 4th year, so we put 4th year, and the phone number of our university. Details of sponsor, here we were also confused. Even to this day, we're still don't know. Sure. But we got our visas. So here when it says, do you have anyone sponsoring you for the visa? We put yes. You'll put, see, because it says here, name of your visa sponsor, Korean, foreign resident, company, or institute. So we put the university that we're going to. The date of birth, ignore that. It's the business registration number. For that, you need the business certificate, the certificate of business that they sent us in the mail. So you put down the registration number. In relationship to you, we left that in blank also. And once again, we put the address of the university.
And the phone number.
So in the details of visit, our purpose of visit to Korea, study training. That's what we put. That's it. Intended period of stay, it depends on how long you're staying. So,
but then I think it's like
it's an estimate.
Exactly. You don't have to like know exactly how long you stay. Just put like an estimated like date. We said we were staying like for like 11 months. And then in intended date of entry, we had like an estimate, like an idea. So we just put like the date we kind of think we're leaving because we're not sure yet.
We're staying for a year, so it's not the same as a semester where you kind of have like your time, you know, more or less. So we just did estimates. And if you're staying for a semester, for example, but you don't know when you're gonna leave, I would suggest that you put like 7 months because you might want to travel and stuff. When we got our visas, we have put 11 months as our intended period of stay, but when we got it back, it says 13 months. So they themselves, they extended it. We didn't have to do that.
Is it 13?
Yeah, it says 13. It says address in Korea, including hotels. We actually don't even know where we're staying yet. So we also put the university address there. Contact number, once again, the university phone number, the general phone number. Have you traveled to Korea? We haven't, so we put no. Also, if you've traveled abroad outside of the US, then you're supposed to put where and when. Are you traveling to Korea with any family member? Usually it's through the exchange.
You just travel alone.
So, no. Funding details. Here, it was tricky for us. Estimated travel costs in US dollars. We put there 10,000. Because our home university, they gave us an estimate of if you go abroad for a year.
How much you would need. And that was like the estimated amount. So we just put that.
And then the who will pay for your travel related expenses, we put ourselves. So we put self, relation to you, self, type of support, we put financial, contact number, our phone number. That's what we put, you guys. And we got our visas. So this is why we're making this video, because we needed help and we couldn't find it. So we're helping you. Assistance with this form, no one. Me, myself, and I. So basically once you're done with the whole assistance form thing, it's on the 5th page, it's the declaration. So all you have to do is just put the date that you filled out the application, your signature, or if you're under 17, then you should put your parents. Your parents should put their signature, not you. That's illegal.
But we're legal, so we can.
And that's basically everything you need to fill out the visa application per se. For us, this was the most difficult part of the process since we were doing it on our own. But once we got our passports back, we were like, okay, winging it, works out, we got it. So, but the whole visa stuff, it doesn't end once you get this, because once you get to Korea, regardless of if you're staying more than 90 days or more than 3 months, you have to go to an immigration office and you have to register for an ARC, alien registration card, alien, like from freaking space. But that's really important if you're staying for a semester or for a school year. It's going to give you permission to be in the country for the time that you're supposed to. And for example, if you want to travel to Japan, then it's going to let you travel to Japan and come back and not have any problems. So even if the visa says,
you need it also if you want to like.
You need it for a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
you need it if you want to get like a phone.
A band,
And also, if you want to go to music bank, if you want to go to music shows and stuff, I heard that like
you need it in some places.
There's some places that require it.
And if you like wanna buy a SIM card or a phone over there, you also need the alien registration card.
And also some events might ask for it as well. Because you gotta remember, that's your ID. Like, okay, you have your passport, but your ARC is your like ID. I feel like it's a combination of your social security card and like your license and your certificate of birth. I feel like it's a mix of all that as a foreigner. So that's really important, but we don't know about that yet. So when we get there, we'll explain it as well. So we hope this has been somewhat informative, has helped you out, because we really needed help and we winged the crap out of this.
And like we really didn't find a lot of information online.
There was only one video that I found that the girl said that she put in sponsor the university, but I was like, no.
There was another that she said that she didn't know, and when she went to like the Korean
consulate,
they said to leave it blank. So we're like,
but like I said, it's when you have the chance to go to the consulate, it's different. The level of stress is different. But when it's like us, you know, the time frame is very limited. You mail it. If it doesn't come back with that visa, you need to mail it again. And we were on a really, really tight schedule. Like, this was our only chance to send it and get it back in time for other stuff. So it was really important for us to get this done correctly, and we're so relieved that we got it. So I think that's why it's important to share this information, because we're totally naive. This is the first time that we're doing something awesome like this. So yeah, we hope you guys learned, and we hope you have fun when you go to Korea. Bye.